Welcome to the Penal Fine Primer. I'm Claire Mambiella from the Library of Michigan. So what is a penal fine? Well, the word penal comes from the Latin French and means pertaining to punishment. So a penal fine refers to a sum of money that a defendant pays in punishment for a violation of the state's criminal code or the penal code. Penal fines also can include certain civil infractions like traffic violations, which used to be part of the criminal code. What do penal fines have to do with public libraries? Well, since 1835, the Michigan Constitution has delegated penal fines to public libraries, and penal fines make up between 3% and 70% of the budgets of the almost 400 public libraries across the state. How much are penal fines worth? Well, in 2019, the total amount of penal fines collected by courts across the state was approximately $23 million. What's unique about these funds is that they are considered separate and outside of the state budget and not available for appropriation. But penal fine amounts can vary from county to county. They are calculated and distributed by county treasurers on a per capita basis using funds collected by their county's courts. In 2019, these per capita amounts ranged from approximately $1.15 per person to $15 per person. Now, a county's penal fine amount is influenced by several factors, such as caseload, the types of infractions, the presence of state operations like way stations in the county, and the number of state police patrols in the county. Penal fines are also affected by the adoption by municipalities of parallel traffic ordinances. So if a municipality writes a traffic ticket using a municipal code section instead of a state code section, then that fine is going to go to the municipality instead of the public library. Legislative changes in the criminal and traffic code, like speed limit increases and the decriminalization of marijuana. Judicial discretion and alternate sentencing. Many courts are moving away from monetary fines for low-level offenses in favor of more socially just solutions. Budget and scheduling changes. These have limited way station operation and reduced state police patrols and recruitment in several areas of the state. So what is the takeaway here? Well, libraries in Michigan are by law locally funded, but not every public library in Michigan is adequately funded. Penal fines are constitutionally given to public libraries and are an important stable funding mechanism for many of these public libraries. And public libraries in Michigan are wrestling with the equity and social justice implications of being funded by a practice that has been demonstrated to have a disproportionate and negative impact on minorities and communities of color. Libraries are seeking alternate funding options, but penal fines remain a stable and necessary funding source for many libraries for right now. It is important for library boards and library directors to inform state and local legislators about public libraries' connection to penal fines and about how their library uses penal fines and how important those penal fines are to that library. Want more information on penal fines? Well, you can find that on the Library of Michigan's website and on the Michigan Library Association's website. Thanks.